following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Well, hello there. How are you? Welcome to Conversational Shaving. I've already prepped my face with the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Mentholated Ice stick here. And my razor is going to be this three-piece, mostly Bakelite Clix razor. In there, I have a Zorrick Super Platinum blade on its second use. And my cream, actually, although it comes in a tub, will be this, Extro Cosmesi Egyptian Oudh right there. And I've already lathered my brush, which is I hope I can pronounce this right, Marchese Manchurian Radica brush, and the handle is Thuya Wood, Thyyua, I believe. And I've lathered in a bowl this time, the Reuzel shaving bowl. So let me go ahead and try to get a lather going here, and I hope you're all doing well out there. Let me pour a little water here in this slow draining sink. And a little warm water or hot water. I'll just get the tips of this already lathered brush just a little bit wet and try to apply it here to the face after I scratch my nose. Do some vigorous lathering here. Pretty good lather for the most part. A lot of good products today. Let me see if I can get this lather nice and thick and get it as good as I can. It's a little pasty. Maybe I should have added more water. But it seems like I'm bad about overdoing the water sometimes and flinging it everywhere. I believe that will be okay. And let me wet the razor here. And we'll begin pass number 1 with the grain here. I'm doing my video very late, or actually very early in the morning. I had such a close shave yesterday, and I shaved pretty late. It took a while for the stubble to start growing back out. Okay. Over to the other side of the face now. And now it's time to rinse the razor. Okay. Let's see. Well, the weather has been improving and they're opening up a lot of places over here in the States, but there's some civil unrest because of that cop that knelt on that guy's chest black man who was saying he couldn't breathe, and the cop was white, and the black man ended up passing away. So some of our larger cities are having trouble right now. Protests, which are good, but some looting and rioting and burning of buildings in some cases. And since most of my subscribers probably live here in the States, that's not news to them. May not be news to anyone, because our big news gets around the world. There's always something, it seems like. Something negative. That's probably why we shave the way we do. For some me time and some positive time for reflection. Alright, now I'll rinse the razor again. Randy Wright of Polar Shaving YouTube channel and Facebook group, both by the same name, he sent me some very nice things in the mail, and I showcased some of those in a recent shave of the day that I posted on Facebook, and I'll try to showcase them soon on this channel. And I'm getting a good shave here so far. Good products. I buy a lot of Italian products like this shaving cream. And I got this, there's different ways to get it, but the easiest way here in the States is to probably get it the way I did through West Coast Shaving. And they were sold out of some of his things. Some of his creams, I mean. That's pass number 1 done already. I'll rinse the razor, I'll come back, and then we'll do pass number 2 across the grain. I would give the soap a scent strength of about 2 out of 5. It's a noticeable and a pleasant scent, and about 2 out of 5 scent strength. I guess that would be about a 4 out of 10, wouldn't it? If we were going on a 1 to 10 scale. Pass number 2 across the grain. Here we go. Just lathered up off camera to save time, so to speak. That is to say, to help keep the video from running over. I was getting a message on my phone here, but thank goodness I have the sound turned down so you don't hear a loud ding or some other noise. Different messages, I guess, get different tones for their alert, different sounds. It was alerting me that somebody had posted in some of the Facebook shaving groups, I think. Oh, excuse me. A neighbor lady of mine, ran into her out here in the hall earlier yesterday, and she was talking to her daughter on the phone, and she said, "Oh, my neighbor's out here. He stays up all night and sleeps during the day so he doesn't have to deal with the ignorant people around here." Huh. I guess that's true. To probably a larger extent than I would care to admit. Although I don't hate most of my neighbors. It's pretty calm here nowadays. There have been no more police raids of apartments where the occupants were selling drugs, for example. Excuse me. And let's see, onto the neck. I'll use this, on this pass, I like to use my left hand, which is not my dominant hand, but for my left side of my face here. It seems like it makes it easier to mow down some of the trouble spots before I go back to them on pickups, but not always. But, well, no, it always seems to help a little bit, even if it doesn't get them completely. I wanted to change the blade in this razor, but I didn't realize, I guess I had changed it recently. I don't think I forgot to mark down one of the times I used it, so it's only on the second use. Seems like I had a couple of blades in here I wasn't real impressed with, although they weren't terrible in either. And this is a pretty mild and forgiving razor. Now I'll switch hands and go back over here to my right side of my face. My neck on this across pass, there can be a lot of places that are hard to get for some reason. Could just be that I'm doing something wrong, user error. And then again, a slant razor, a good slant razor, seems like it really mows down those trouble spots, trouble patches on that pass. But it's time to break again just for a second. I'm going to re-lather, come back, and then we'll do that third pass against the grain. The first time I used this cream, I lathered it straight from the tub, and I thought I'd bowl lather it this time. Anyway, I'll start on my neck for this pass. It doesn't look like I got as good a lather this time, maybe by bowl lathering it, I'm not sure. But it's thick enough for me. I would say that this cream provides adequate protection and slickness. So far, we'll see how the rest of the shave goes here. Oops, I don't know if you heard that. I heard my stomach rumble. I guess I need to eat again. I hope you're all having a good weekend and that the week ahead will be very productive and just really, really good for you. And now I gotta rinse the razor. Sometimes I get more lather everywhere else except on my face. I also have some of the Extro Cosmesi, the Freddo, which means cold in Italian. It's a menthol cream, and I just recently was able to get the aftershave that goes with that from a different vendor. I forget which one that was. I don't know that West Coast Shaving has the matching aftershaves or not. I can't remember. I'd have to look again. But if they do, I think they were sold out of that one, so I had to go elsewhere. I had to Google it. Google is your friend, but I couldn't find anything about something I spoke of in a recent video where the KC Shave Company had ceased to exist. The partners had broken up the partnership, and at least one of them I had read somewhere online had started another shave company, but not knowing what the name of it was, I Googled it as best I could, like putting in, well, excuse me a second. I put in things related to the former KC Shave Company out of Kansas City, but I couldn't find anything except old articles about that company. I have the very nice silver tip badger brush that I often use on the channel that was made by them. I gotta tell you, I'm still on the fence about this blade. It seems to be doing okay on this shave. Its performance seems middle of the road to me, but oddly enough, better than a lot of the blades that some gentlemen swear by, like certain Gillette blades and the Wilkinson sword, the ones that say Gillette Wilkinson sword, those. I couldn't really recommend or not recommend a Zorrick Super Platinum blade. And I also have some of the chromium ones, but I haven't opened those yet. I once and also recently, to a degree, got large orders from triablade.com, and there are some blades I haven't had a chance to try still, or just haven't. Well, I will rinse the razor, and I'll come back, and then we'll do pickups. Okay, over my shoulder there, you should see the crazy clock, and it's pickup time, everybody. Hallelujah, here we go. Pickup time. I have a trouble spot over here that is very difficult to get to go BBS. Some blades and some razors will get it very quickly, very easily. Others I really have to work for it. And remember, even with a fairly light, mostly Bakelite razor like this, it's always a good idea to use a light touch on the razor. Whenever possible, let whatever weight of the razor, especially with a heavy razor, let the weight of the razor do the work if possible. Yeah, I'm getting good glide here. Especially noticing it over on this side here. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to rinse and kind of go over things again. Let's see how I'm doing here. Now that's coming pretty good right there, that trouble spot. There's still some. Although I think, interestingly enough, I think once I do a little bit more touching up here, which I can do now, I don't think I'll have to rinse the razor again. This might be a BBS shave. It will at least be a DFS shave. Trying to get things nice and smooth here as best I can. Well, I'm beginning to think that within all good reason, without shaving until my whole neck and face turn red, I am kind of shaving over the same spots a lot, but I don't know, that's a really good shave. I think if pressed, if anybody asked me, I think I could say that's BBS. Wow, pretty nice. And I will rinse the razor, the brush, and my face, and the bowl. I'll come back, I'll do a brief recap, and then I'll put the finishing touches on this here shave. Oh, and one other thing, we'll say hello to our good friend Mr. Towel. Say hello to our good friend Mr. Towel here. Ooh. Ah, yeah. Rinse my face in cold water. Real nice, but I gotta pop out in a second here again and get some witch hazel, some aftershave, and maybe some balm to complete this shave. And before I do that, I'll also start brief recaps here. So, okay, sometimes I don't plan these shaves. I just kind of figure them out as I go. But so far, I'll give you a brief recap of what we've used so far. I prepped my face off camera beforehand with the Phoenix Mentholated Ice scentless pre-shave soap and lather booster travel stick. One of the great things about this is when you're done with it, you can put a stick of Arco or Derby in there, tear off the label or whatever, and then you got a thing for those. So that's really nice. Kind of an unstated, unadvertised bonus that I figured out there, and that's good stuff. It says scentless, but I do smell like a menthol eucalyptus type scent, but I love it. I really do. My razor has been this 3-piece, mostly Bakelite Clix razor. Only the cap is made of metal. And in there, well, what did I do with it? Here it is. In there, on its second use, was a Zorrick Super Platinum blade, which turns out to, at least this time, be a pretty good blade. I don't think I had a bad experience with it before, but somewhere along the line, I used a blade that I wasn't real impressed with in this razor, and all the days and everything, the shaves kind of blend together for me sometimes. Let's see. My soap, which is actually a cream, but it comes in a heavy glass tub, very nice. The well, let's see, the Extro Cosmesi Egyptian Oudh from Italy. And let's see. Oh, I lathered in the Vanule shaving bowl. There's still some of the cream in there. I could probably get another shave out of that. And I lathered with this. It's the Marchese Manchurian Radica brush with Thuya wood handle. This is made in Italy. This is made in the U.S. Okay, and let's see here. Am I forgetting anything? Hi there. I don't think so. So if I'm not forgetting anything, I'll reach over here and get the Equate cheap, or at least inexpensive, witch hazel from Walmart store brand. And I'll pour a little bit in my hand here. Clasp that back shut, and here we go. There'll probably be some sting. I shaved and shaved and shaved. Because this is an astringent witch hazel. I've got 2 astringent witch hazels and one that's just a toner, meaning it has no alcohol in it. Well, this isn't too bad. Very little sting, a little bit, but not too much. I can't even complain. Can't say ouch, because I don't need to yet. Okay. And then, oh, here it is. I'm going to apply some of the Reuzel aftershave, which I think comes from the Netherlands. There is a soap or cream Reuzel, which I have with a similar label, but it is a kind it's basically a brushless cream is what it is. So I'll get this going, put a little on the wrists, way up behind the ears, on the temples, back of the neck, and here we go. This stuff has a lot of alcohol in it, so I may scream. Well, I can sure feel it on the neck. Of course, that just means it's doing its job, doesn't it? Yeah. Wipe the hands off on the shirt. I should smell nice. That's nice smelling stuff. I don't know that it goes with this cream, the shaving cream exactly, but I also don't believe it clashes. I think it's going to be a very nice, pleasant intermingling of scents there. Finally, I'll reach over here and get my last star of the show here, the Nivea Men Sensitive Cooling Aftershave Balm. It's available at Walmart, but I got this bottle on eBay through an Indian vendor because I didn't want to wait and go to Walmart. And the price was similar, so I guess this is okay. Let's see, and Nivea aftershave or post-shave balms, whatever kind you get, they're usually pretty good at absorbing quickly and just being good. I think all of them are paraben-free, maybe even this bottle from India. I didn't really get out the magnifying glass and look at the label recently, but I know the ones you buy in the United States are paraben-free, if that's a concern of yours. Well, I'm pretty happy with this shave, and I thank you all for stopping by and watching it. Tell your friends, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that little bell up there if you want to get notified when I have a video, which is usually about this time every week, Saturday night going into Sunday morning. It usually gets posted early on Sunday morning. Well, that's it. Thank you. Goodbye. Take care of yourselves, and may you have peace.